Hey guys, I'm supposed to do a video from day 5. Obviously it's been about how many days now? So this will be for video for day 5 through almost 10 days, to be honest. It's been quite hectic. The reason why I haven't done a video is because I wasn't well. I've been feeling like crap. I think there's this stomach bug that's going around, and literally I've not been well. Me and my kids, so vomiting and stuff like that. So it's just been crazy. Been feeling really weak. But I would say the medicine still makes me a bit drowsy. I have had a few low days where I just feel just so depressed. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the trauma that caused me to go through this depression has gotten worse to the point where just seeing the picture of the person who caused me the pain is now making me just instant tears at this point. Sometimes I find myself, anytime I come across the picture, it's just like I stop and I just want to cry. Sometimes I do cry, and it's just been horrible. I feel stupid. I feel worthless, because I think what hits me the hardest is that how could I have sat here this entire time and not notice that this person didn't love me at all? But I guess when you grow up the way I have grown up, you don't really know exactly what love looks like. You have an idea of what love is, but I think because of the way I grew up and certain traumas that I've been through, I probably don't know exactly how to be loved. And so when this person came into my life, I thought that all they were giving me was love in the beginning, but it actually wasn't. Having a few people point out, you never did this while you was with him. He never gave you that when you guys were together. He never did that. I took you there when you guys were together. And sometimes it just makes you sit down and think, no, he didn't. But my best response is, but I was okay with it, because I thought he was just stressed and frustrated. And I thought as time goes on, he will change. And when I sit down and I listen to myself, I'm just like, yeah, really? What is wrong with me? How could I have thought that was okay? I mean, you guys tell me, how can you be in a relationship with a man for over 1 year and you've only kissed him once? I ask myself, I've never been in a relationship like that. Like when I'm in a relationship, there's a lot of kissing, hugging and cuddling. But from the time that I met him, he said to me he didn't really like kissing that much. So I guess I just left it there, because I'm a people pleaser. I didn't want him to feel uncomfortable. I can't just go and start putting my lips on people when they already tell you that it's something that they're not really comfortable with. But when other people are pointing out, like, how could you have been with him 1 year and did not know that him not kissing you is just, he didn't have any affection for you at all? I didn't think about it then, but now when I sit down thinking about it, it's like, yeah, how could I have been in any type of relationship with him? I only kissed the man one time the entire time we were together. The sex wasn't as it should be. We barely looked at each other. So it's just like, when I sit down and think about it, it's like, for me, it's like the pieces of the puzzles are going in correctly in my head, and I'm starting to realize certain behaviors he portrayed. And I think what my greatest pain was, he always showed me how he felt about me. I just never really understood exactly what he was showing me. But there was never any love there. I guess I saw what I wanted to see in that moment in time. And I think that's what makes it even more painful for me, because now when I sit down and think about it, it's just like, when you see other people in their relationships, this is not how it should be. There should be a lot of hugs and kisses and quality time, and didn't really get much of that, to be honest. And to be sat here just thinking, well, why wasn't I good enough? Because the person I caught him with, what the hell? She wasn't even up to my standards physically. Definitely didn't look better than me. But she got everything. All the love, all the attention, everything. And I just sit down thinking, well, what was it about me? Why did I not deserve the same level that he gave her? Was I not good enough? So at this point, it's just like, oh God, Thelma, what have you done with your life? And I think it hurts me so much because I brought a child into all of this without even understanding the person that I was with. And it's just so heartbreaking. I think when I come across his pictures and stuff now, all I feel is so much rage and anger. Not just at him, but at myself. I'm a beautiful woman with dreams and aspirations. I have such a bright future ahead of me. But I let one guy just change everything about me. Maybe I was just blinded because he's hot. I'm not gonna lie, he's very good looking. So I think it was a thing where I looked at him and just thought, oh, he's just so sexy. And I just never saw what was right in front of me. Because when I sit down and think about all my relationships, I've never been with a guy where the entire relationship I've only kissed him once. I mean, how is that even possible? A lot of people are just asking me, how does that even work? How do you even be in a relationship with someone and you've only kissed them once? I was like, well, I was just trying to respect his boundaries because he said he didn't like it. So he wasn't a big fan of kissing, so I just left it there. But there was like no peck on the cheek or anything else. No. So I'm beating myself up here because I keep asking myself, different behaviors I saw when we were together, how could I have not noticed from those behaviors that he actually didn't love me and that something was wrong? But as I said, it's like I saw what I wanted to see. And that kind of scares me because it makes me think, what else in my life have I looked past and saw what I wanted to see? And it's scary because now that I'm doing therapy for my depression, it makes you ask certain questions to yourself. And then you got to ask yourself, what kind of person comes into someone's life? See that they're struggling as it is. See that they're working hard just to maintain how they're living now. And think, well, this girl looks stupid. I'm going to pretend like I like her just so I can get what I want from her. Because now it's just like, he has no respect for me at all. He doesn't believe he has to respect me. He believes he can talk to me anyhow he wants. And I should still be like, oh, come be father of the year, see your child, and we'll be happily ever after as parents. But in this moment in time, every time I think about him, I just feel so much rage and anger because for someone to say to me that I don't matter, the only person that they care about is their child, why the fuck do I have to respect you? And calling me all sorts of names, it just makes me think, when we created this child, you didn't have all of this to say about me, but now, because I didn't allow you to go around and do what you was doing behind my back, I'm now seen as the monster. I can literally talk about anything and he turns it into an argument. I can literally say to him, oh, don't do this, and he's just like, oh, you're complaining again. Like, I think the other day I was just like, he was paying the sky in my house, and I said to him, cancel the direct debit. I think I want to stop paying my own bills now. I mean, we're not together anymore. We're not going to get back together, so let's just cut our ties. Stop paying my bills. And he was like, oh, I don't understand why you're complaining. Just do what you want to do and stop stressing my life or I'll block you. And I'm thinking, I only said stop paying my bills. How can someone complain about you paying their bills? I don't understand. It's like everything I say, And it's just like anything I say, just he makes me feel stupid. He turns it into an argument, and I started to feel like I started talking to him and to start drama. And it's just like sometimes I'm actually not trying to start drama. I was actually just trying to cut my ties because I don't see the point in me still being linked or tied to someone. If we're not going to be together, I mean, like, if you're not my man anymore, why do you need to pay certain bills for me? There's no point. You might as well use it for the people that you're going to be with or the person you want to be with and then help them. Yeah, I'm the mother of his child, but I don't need you paying my bills. Like, that makes no sense. You said you only care about your daughter, that I don't matter. So why continue to pay bills for me when you should just be worrying about your child? But that became an argument. And it's just, at this point, it's just exhausting. I don't know how I got on with this person for so long. I've been so patient. I think the biggest thing for me is the betrayals. I remember one time I felt so bad that I did something wrong. Because obviously he made me feel like I did something wrong. And I can remember coming to his house at a certain time in the morning on my knees to beg him just to say sorry. I know I didn't do anything wrong, but I felt so guilty and so bad. And I just wanted to make things better. I came with a gift. It was like an ice white chain that cost me $350. But the price didn't matter. It was just, I just wanted him to know how sorry I was. I just wanted us to scrap all the drama and just move forward. Not knowing that the thing that I was angry about the whole time, I was right. Because now, after how many months we're not together anymore, I found out that all those times I was doubting myself, thinking that he was doing something. He was. He actually was. And to just think back to that day when I went to go beg him for something that I didn't do anything wrong, but I felt in that moment I did. And to think that I went there with a gift to say sorry, very expensive gift to say sorry, because I thought I was in the wrong. And only to find out that I was never in the wrong. And he knew that I was right. But he played it, such a good actor. He played it so well. Well, he thought, I'm pretty sure in that moment, he thought so low of me. He thought, oh, this woman is just so stupid. How could she think that she's in the wrong? I'm actually doing something behind her back. And he willingly accepted the gift, took a picture of the gift and sent it to the person he was seeing. And I'm sat there thinking, yeah, everything between me and Mark, we're cool now, we're okay. Not knowing that, that other woman is getting everything that I want. It's the biggest pain. And he just walks around with no remorse at all. It's just like, yeah, I did it. And what? He's apologized a few times. But his apology is like he's throwing it in your face. Okay, I said I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I did. And it's just like, he says sorry, but a few weeks ago, called me all sorts of names. So it's like, are you really sorry? Nah, I just think you're sorry that I found out. Because the person who told me that he was even doing something behind my back was his friend. And he hates this friend with a passion because he told me things. Because he feels like, well, if he didn't tell you anything, you wouldn't feel this way. You wouldn't have found out anything. But then it's like, it's not about what the friend told me. It's the fact that you thought it was okay for me to sit here this entire time and think that I was wrong when you knew you were doing horrible things behind my back. But he still wanted his friend to lie for him. And I was just supposed to be sitting there like a fool. And I start thinking to myself, what if this friend didn't say anything to me? We probably would have still been together. I would have been thinking everything is happy, jolly. Probably even gotten married. Only to come to find out that he was messing about the entire time and I just didn't know. It just makes you think, why do certain people come into your life? I mean, you see I'm struggling. You see I had 3 kids. What part of your body said, this woman deserves nothing but wickedness from me? So let me put her through the most evilest thing I can put her through. I was kind to him. I invited him into my home with my children, only for him to look at me and think, yeah, I'm going to do some evil things to you. And he sleeps good at night without even feeling a shred of guilt. Because someone that shows guilt, he wouldn't still be calling me names and saying all the things he said. If he felt any type of guilt for what he did, he don't even feel sorry about it. It's just like, I don't give a shit about you. Only person I care about is my daughter. Like he said one time, why do I have to respect you? I don't have to respect you. Who the fuck are you? And it's just like, I'm sitting there on the phone like, is this guy serious? Like they didn't just cut me open for the third C-section, just to have your child that you begged for. Because everyone knows I didn't want another kid. It was shocking for me to even know I was pregnant. Didn't want another kid. I told him that, but he begged. And to do all that begging, and at the end of the day, end up treating me like shit. Now I'm the monster. I'm toxic. I'm aggressive, like he normally describes me. But you wanted a kid, not me. So it's like, my depression is hard to deal with because I just can't get past how God can create such a wicked human being that has no empathy or no sympathy for human at all. I just don't understand. I know there's wicked people in the world, but for someone to go through that much effort, like if I did something to him, I can understand, okay, payback. But for you to see an innocent person that has no bad intentions for you, you just walk into the life and think, well, I'm going to fucking screw you over. It just baffles me. I think this is why it's making it harder for my depression. Because sometimes I feel happy and then I'll go on my phone and I'll see a picture of him or a message or something and his name will pop up. And then I'm in tears. Like literally yesterday, I opened Facebook and you know like how Facebook shows friend suggestions. And it showed him as a friend suggestion. And I went into tears. I couldn't control it. And I put myself to bed. I was like, you know what? I'm going to sleep so I don't have to think about this. I have to literally distract myself every time his name or his face pops up somewhere. And it's killing my mental health. And I don't know how to deal with trauma like this because I've never had to deal with it. I've never had a man purposely come into my life to use me for what they want. Especially to the fact where I invested myself, put my life on the line to create a human being. It's a lot. But yeah. Guys, this journey is going to be a tough one. I'm going to do my best to get through this, and I pray I do for my babies. But it's not easy at all. I hope you guys enjoy your night. I shall talk to you next week. Bye.